Greetings, everyone. This is Rock and Roll Spot Convention with Willie Comic Roundup. We've made it through. We've kicked off this week's DC books. Now, first things first. With with DC's All In initiative, likely for this month, we won't be saying where we left off and with this character or this book. So, yeah, because everything is doing basically just like new story arcs and whatnot. So yeah. Moving on though to our first book, we've got Batman number 153. In the wake of absolute power, Gotham has not returned to normal. It's actually maybe potentially gotten better than normal. The issue opens with a scene that seems somewhat of an homage to the beginning of the 1999 Batman movie. A family that's lost goes down an alleyway and a man in the alley says that they're lost. And when they say where they're trying to go, the man in the alley is actually helpful. Batman and Jim Gordon are watching this from a rooftop. Gordon says that crime may be down, but his PI business is going strong, and it's been even better since Bullock went back to the GCPD. Also, there's the skyscraper on the Gotham skyline, belonging to Nigma Tech. Apparently, Edward Nigma was it was revealed that he was experimented upon in Blackgate Penitentiary, and he created a cryptocurrency, Questium, which is increased in value by almost 5,000%, enabling him to purchase Pinckney Tower in the financial district. And Nigma Tech is part of a revitalization of Gotham headed by Bruce Wayne of Wayne Enterprises with his sudden expansion into the nonprofit sector. Wayne has gone on record supporting Nigma's new venture, but sources are saying that there's dissent within his company, which sees Nigma Tech as a threat. Also, Mayor Nakano is very adamant about the fact that Nigma didn't serve his time. He was let out on a technicality. But at Mayor Nakano's office, a representative of the Court of Owls shows up and threatens to reveal salacious secrets of Nakano's. Seems that secrets about infidelity, and apparently Nakano is at least somewhat involved in the Court of Owls. But as the man from the Court of Owls leaves, Nakano's wife and child show up, and she is most definitely a put upon spouse, and she's not fond of the fact that she hardly gets to see her husband, spend any time with him, or you talk to him. He seems because he only comes home after she and her she and her son are fast asleep. But Batman pays a visit to Edward Nygma. Turns out that Nygma Tech is not getting is being stalled when it comes to various inspections. So the office is while the facade of the office is nice and shiny and looks like something belongs in the financial sector. The inners of the building are, yeah, but Batman has discovered that the servers in Enigma Tech seem to have an interesting cooling system, rather familiar. It's Mr. Freeze, but Batman showed himself out, but met with the mayor. His wife says she's leaving, and taking her son to Central City, stay with her mother. But Nakano's just not hearing it. One of the executives for the Wayne Industries has some things to talk with. Has a discussion with Bruce. Apparently, the company is spread thin. Between a housing initiative and the many new nonprofit locations, Wayne Industries is losing focus. Only that makes those possible. The technology and the money that pulls in. This is actually the new CEO. So, but Bruce says that if expenditures eclipse profits, they'll take a stock hit this quarter, but they'll rebound before the year closes. Bruce is a majority shareholder, and he won't call for the CEO's head. He promises. But she says she needs to bolster the tech departments, and so maybe it's time to consider an acquisition or a merger. And she's also in contact with Riddler, so she's trying to basically have a merger or between Nigmatech and Wayne Industries. Then there's a armored cars. It looks like an armored car gets hit and is stopped by what appears to be a armed Captain America in the streets. Not armed with a shield. Batman stops the robbery. One of the robbers tries to get away and gets shot in the kneecap by this new hero, Commander Starr, who immediately gains the support of Police Commissioner Vandal Savage. Nakano's, however, not wanting to sanction any vigilantes. And Savage orders his men to arrest Batman, who manages to pull his world-renowned disappearing act. Nakano has decided that the council meeting the next day he's going to bring a motion to fire Savage. And it seems that Commissioner Savage definitely has the admiration of Commander Starr. Um, Bruce gets patched up by Leslie Tompkins, and he voices some of his concerns with Riddler. There's a malevolence in his eyes, still. Um, Elsewhere, the CEO of Wayne Industries, while Nick was looking over the servers, the CEO says that there's been a claim filed against Bruce for his half of his shares of Wayne Industries. She asks if he has a brother, and Mayor Nakano is shot. That is where the issue ends. Also, Mayor Nakano shot apparently twice in the chest. So looks like Gotham might be in the market for a new mayor. Moving on, though, good start for things. I'm kind of reminded in some respects of Paul Dini's Detective Comics run, wherein during the 1 year later time period, so this was about a little less than 20 years ago. But Riddler became a private detective, and was only trying to prove himself as being, a good, upstanding, private detective to Batman. And he was actually kind of pulling it off, but other stories got in the way, and yeah. Moving on, though, to our next book, we've got Birds of Prey, number 14. So, it looks like the birds are recruiting. If the lineup on the cover is any indication. But the issue begins in Gotham at the Ninth Day Corporation. Penthouse level, Cassandra Cain, sorta, shows up. She's consulting, but not as Cassandra Cain, as Shen for the Ninth Day, and ends up dealing with some other private security and embarrassing the hell out of them. The executives of Ninth Day are quite mad that security brought guns to this meeting. Oracle's we get what's going on with Cassandra. She's infiltrated Ninth Day in order to find 5 Amazons that are missing. 3 from Themyscira, 2 from Bound Big Doll. Then in the their headquarters in the Bird's base, Grace and Onyx having a sparring session with Barda. And yeah. The first round goes to Barda, but they're pulling her for round 2. Meanwhile, Cassandra Cain shows up for her meeting with the Ninth Day. It was obviously postponed after the security snafu. She's being shown to her private lab. She describes as her consultant that what Ninth Day does is mostly rich white lady crap that doesn't work. But she's still not entirely sure why she's there, because thanks to the vagueness of the brief she got. But Yeah, the 5 Amazons are being dissected or basically used for create their products. 9 days products, that is. That is where the issue ends. Okay. I kind of wonder if this is going to be setting up the upcoming Batgirl ongoing series, which is focusing on Cassandra Cain. So, yes, have her getting her own ongoing again. Moving on though to our last book for the moment, we've got Poison Ivy number 26. Things have been kind of rough on Ivy. She's been busy, you know, the battle with Woodrue, the fallout from the battle with Woodrue. So yeah. Anyways, the issue begins with Janet from HR grocery shopping. She went to the overpriced supermarket, Whole Foods basically. Just before it gets bombed by a bunch of eco-terrorists. She's one of the survivors of the bombing. Ivy's comforting her while they watch the news reports, but Ivy's got stuff she has to work on. Basically, the wetlands. There was she noticed a town that had sprung up in the wetlands earlier, and it's there. Later, Janet from HR sees there's a shrine, apparently, at their door, seemingly dedicated to Ivy. But she says she's going to head to yoga, do some grocery shopping, and there was another bombing. Marshview, the town that sprung up, apparently it seems that it sank, and maybe Ivy unsunk it. But Janet and Croc discuss everything, and it seems that Croc's gonna come over and talk with Janet, but Ivy, he's been trying to call her for a bit, gets through, and she tells Janet what she's discovered, and but she also thinks that something terrible and terrifying happened there. But that's not the only problem Ivy's got. Apparently, the news has identified Ivy as being the leader of the eco terror cell, the Green Knight. And that is where the issue ends. The funny thing is that Ivy described the members of this eco-terror cell as being a bunch of amateurs. But that's going to do it for now. As always, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Links to my Facebook, Twitter, Blue Sky, Instagram, Mastodon, Patreon can be found, and PayPal can be found in the description box down below. Big shout out to Patreon patron Redman as a Penis. Thank you so much for the support. It is greatly appreciated. This is Rock and Roll Spock signing off saying, live long and rock hard.